Hey Stampin' Friends, Darlene with Darling Stamps. So today, Thrifty Thursday, I wanted to go through some color challenges. So this is how I put, and everyone has their own color wheel or color chart. These are just punches I've made of the cardstock I have. So I thought I would go through, and I keep this separate. These are the retired page color cardstock that I have. And this is all of the ones that are in the catalog now. Not all of them, but I'm going to show you some samples. So when you're putting together a card, and sometimes you see a card and you're like, oh, I like those colors, but I don't have that paper. So you can put together different types of color matches, and white and black and ivory being kind of your absolutes, but just putting together some ones that you think would look good together. And sometimes seeing them out like this, I mean, there's color combinations that you may never have thought of. We've got some fall coming up, so these would be great. This is Cajun Craze, we got pumpkin, and then we've got Tranquil Tide. We have one more year of that, but that's a great color combination for a card. So let me show you some cards that here is basically the Night of Navy, and just black being our absolute, white being our absolute. But here's Lemon Lime Twist, and the lipstick, this is the newest color. And here is a sample of that. I did this in our paper pumpkin, but this is the red, got some lime in there, and then there's our blue. But look at the color, and this is designer paper, but it pulls the color out for you already. And the other side of that, taking out the blue, then we've got this one, which uses the lovely lipstick and the lemon lime twist. So just some ideas for that. Again, that's just kind of the color that we look at. Sometimes we don't even see it as an absolute. And then this is the last one where we pulled in the colors, but then I brought in the crumb cake, which is not really a color. Well, I call it an absolute, but it kind of puts another twist on that for the colors. All right, so let's leave those two. Let's put some others out here. The other is, here's a nice combination. This actually is Ivory and Rich Raspberry, and this is the Pear Pizzazz. So nice color combination. Again, those look really good together. Here is a card. I put it into a little case, but here is a designer paper that has those three colors, but there's a nice card that has those colors in it. And let's keep that aside because we're going to use that for something else. So here is something of a combination that I would never have picked. But there's a color challenge that we do with our team. So this is the, actually, this is Pear Pizzazz. I need Old Olive, and I thought, all right, so, oh, there it is. All right, so here's old. See, it's a little bit different. See, a little darker in the green. So this is Old Olive, this is Pear Pizzazz. Okay, so we have Old Olive, Calypso Coral, and Cherry Cobbler, and of course, white. And so that was the challenge. So to do a card based on that, I did this card. So I have my Old Olive for my base, and then I actually added a little bit of the green only because I needed more green for my leaves. So even with those, I mean, that wouldn't be a combination I would think of, but and then I integrated the Cherry Cobbler. This base is actually a Calypso Coral from a past pumpkin, and I just stamped the flower from this set, which is the new Tropical Chic. Beautiful. I love the Hawaii leaves and so forth. So this is the set that I used for this, and basically just took the flowers and used the die cut to pop those out so they would sit on top, kind of give some dimension, and then use the Cherry Cobbler for my sentiment. Anyhow, but that combination isn't something I would think of. But that's what's neat about the challenge, is being able to kind of think outside the box. Okay, so let's put those away. Get our white back out here. Those are our 3 absolutes. All right, then the other one is kind of mint macaron and crumb cake. And you could probably put in some of the blue in there. That's a good combination. So this is one that we did in the past, pumpkin. But here's our colors. We got our blue in there. And then the crumb cake and the mint macaron. So again, just one of those really neat kind of cards that puts a nice twist on it. The other would be the, this is actually a Peekaboo Peach, will be expiring soon, and then Bermuda Bay, and then using white. But that's a nice little summer color, and here is a sample of that. Just using some of the colors and how they blend together. Okay, keep our absolute there, and then this one is basically our gray and green and using white. This is kind of a, you'll see I have a little dot that I've popped out here. When I put my daubers, I will use that dot for knowing what color it is, or if I have my ink refills, I use that dot for the top so I know what color it is. So that's where that came from, just to utilize it. Kind of thrifty there. So that's kind of our color. We use this with our last video. There's the gray with the olive green. So again, just using these colors that may not be something up your alley, but it is a wonderful blend. Here's one that would not have met me. I wouldn't have looked at it as an idea, but between the Fleur de Flamingo and the Old Olive, and then this is actually crushed curry. But what a nice, and of course white being a, you throw that in there for the mix. But this is one of the cards that we made with that. And I pulled these colors from our pumpkin, had the designer series paper. So anyhow, I hope that this is a color inspiration, kind of put all those spots and pull out the colors, make a challenge that you would be happy with, and something that may be not something on your list. So anyhow, I hope that is a inspiration for you, a challenge. Consider it an aspect. Oh, and I just saw this one. How neat that color is together. Oh my goodness, the color options are endless. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Hey, and thanks for subscribing.